So finally I'm here. Okay. What I didn't know at the start of the journey was whether this car will make it. Hi guys and welcome to another vlog. It is 4 a.m. right now and I am on a quest to find out if you can go the distance in an electric car. And for that I have the best electric car that money can buy, the Mercedes EQS. This is the 580 and I am going to be driving from Mumbai to Goa without charging. Yes, that's right. Mumbai to Goa on one charge only because the car's battery is topped up to 100%. Let's go! Okay, not 100% battery, but the car has 96% battery, which equates to 647 kilometers of driving according to the in-car information right now. The distance between Navi Mumbai and Panjim is 551 kilometers, and the EQS has the range to go even further. But since I'm doing it for the first time, I took a conservative approach to cater to the range anxiety issues that may arise later. After crossing the first toll on the Mumbai-Pune expressway, I had to stop for an important thing. If you're wondering why have I stopped here, because this is the fuel station and my car is completely electric today, it's to pay tribute to liquid gold because it's a very nostalgic place for me. I always stop at this fuel station to fuel up when I'm going towards Pune or Goa. But this car is going to be very cost effective because we are not going to be filling liquid gold today. In fact, there are chargers here, but we won't be needing them, hopefully. I was quite relaxed that we are going to make it very comfortably, but now range has started to drop very fast because we are crossing the Lonavala Ghat and there's a lot of traffic. There are too many trucks and the truck drivers occupy all the lanes, which has obviously slowed down progress. Plus, electric cars consume double the energy when it comes to going through an uphill, and that's what's exactly happened with the EQS as well because range has depleted twice as fast. So now range anxiety is kicking in a bit. I just can't wait for the new tunnel to be opened here, which is going to be the widest tunnel in the world and is going to save 6 kilometers and 30 minutes of travel time, which is going to open by the end of this year, which is going to bypass the whole Ghat section of Lonavala.
I reached Pune around 7 am and fortunately there wasn't as much traffic. I managed to recover some of that lost range which depleted in the Khandala Ghat due to the truck traffic and the steep incline.
Just now crossed the second ghat, which is the Khambatki Ghat, and ghats really scare me because it's an uphill and obviously battery depletes twice as fast, but there's just one more ghat left to go and another small uphill climb. But then we're also going to hit a ghat which is downhill, which means that I'm going to be... It was quite a bit of an uphill, but then there was a slight downhill as well, and we are okay on the battery because right now it says 63% of the battery is remaining, which means 418 kilometers on this charge, and we have around 352 kilometers to go. But now it's getting a little hotter. I'm used to Mumbai's humidity. The climate here is very dry and hot. I have not yet turned on the air conditioning, which I will have to do really soon because it's getting really hot. Plus, we have got cooled seats, massage seats, and the seats are extremely comfortable. I'm driving at a speed of around 80 to 100 kilometers per hour, comfortably cruising because this car is extremely comfortable. The ride is super smooth and it is very silent. There's no whine from the motor. There is no noise from the outside. I'm in a different world altogether.
Pune to Nipani is a straight and smooth stretch of highway. While the car was doing its job to help me recover from range anxiety, it was getting really hot, so I had to turn on the AC. I reached Nipani around 1:30 PM and after turning towards Goa, the road started to twist and turn a lot, which means
it is that time you all have been waiting for. So we are actually going to get into sport mode. Yes, that's right. I'm doing a range test and I'm getting into sport mode. Just imagine my guts, hazard lights off, left foot on the brake, right foot on the accelerator, and off we go. Ho, ho, ho. Unbelievable acceleration. Trust me, this absolutely feels explosive. The performance is just so much grunt here. It pushes you like a javelin throw because this produces 523 horsepower and 855 newton meters of torque, and everything comes in right from 0 RPM, and the result is here for you to see. The performance is absolutely breathtaking. Just this instant surge and rush from this motor. It pulls you very hard and strong. It's a dual motor setup and there's so much grip on offer because of 4MATIC setup, of course, and the car is agile enough. In spite of the weight, which is 2600 kgs, and a battery pack which weighs 708 kgs, yes, this has the biggest battery pack of any car in the world at 107.8 kilowatt hour. This car still feels nimble enough to drive thanks to the rear wheel steering, which can turn up to 10 degrees. So you don't feel the bulk, you don't feel the weight, and it is actually very easy to maneuver. Performance is breathtaking, insane. And then you can hear some sounds as well because there are these artificial sounds which are created inside. Otherwise, it's super duper refined. You can't hear a thing. Mercedes has gone overboard in terms of insulation and damping. In fact, it plays low frequency sounds in reverse. Noise cancellation is here, of course. Unbelievable. The performance will blow your mind. 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in 4.3 seconds. And you want to make a quick overtake, no matter what mode you are in, you can do it in a jiffy. In fact, earlier on I was driving in eco mode only, but once you put it into sport mode, this car is a completely different beast. Making a quick overtake in eco mode is also very easy and simple because there's just so much performance on offer. Handling is nice, ride quality is unbelievable. You know why? Because the suspension is so well calibrated and well damped. There's no vertical movement. It doesn't bob, it just feels so robust and just doesn't move at all, ensuring that even on the worst of roads you can enjoy. Steering is nicely calibrated, so around the ghat section you can really have some fun. Now, of course, this fun comes at the cost of the range, which is obviously depleting faster because I'm in sport mode, using a lot more of the throttle and accelerating like that. Yeah, unbelievable performance. An electric car is fast, of course, but this Mercedes EQS 580 is just something else. It is supersonic in terms of acceleration, really blows your mind. Time for a status update. I have to go another 104 kilometers and the distance to empty is 187 kilometers. Range anxiety? What's that? Nothing like that in the Mercedes EQS 580 because this car has managed to surpass my expectations. Now I'll tell you something honestly. I did not turn on the air conditioning in the earlier part of the journey because I was like, it will deplete battery. Plus it was pleasant enough. Then the sun came out and I was like, oh my goodness. Now what? The thing is that with the air conditioning, obviously it will deplete battery faster, but not really in the EQS because it's got 3 modes for the air conditioning. One is the comfort mode, which is regular air conditioning. There's an eco mode and an eco plus mode. So I could not bear the heat at all once the sun came out all bright and shiny, because I was in Norway a couple of weeks back and it was minus 32. From there I've come to plus 32, a 64-degree difference. I just couldn't take it. I had to turn on the air conditioning. I'm like, I don't care if I reach the destination or not, I cannot bear the heat. So I turned it on Eco Plus. It was not very effective, but the range did not drop even 1 bit. So I was like, yeah, this is sorted. So then I decided to come into Eco for the air conditioning, and somehow the air conditioning worked really well and the range did not deplete at all. Now I have 160 kilometers of range and I just have to go 60 kilometers. Plus there was a lot of traffic, but it was extremely easy for me to overtake. All I had to do was flex my right foot like this and bang, I overtook people in a flash. And there's obviously a very little gap to overtake in the ghat section, but no problem for the EQS because it's just so freaking powerful and torquey. The torque really matters here with an electric car because there's that instant rush, ensuring that you just fly past people around you. what a view. I was hoping to be in Goa by sunset, but that's not going to happen because I'm stopping time and again to shoot content. Now, if you look at the design of the EQS, it has a very coupe-like profile, and that's because of the one-bow design, wherein the roof line stretches from the front windscreen all the way to the rear in one arc, making it very aerodynamically efficient. In fact, this is the first production car in the world with a CD value of 0.2. Yes, it's a world record, and that is one of the reasons for the amazing range. Anyways, let's step inside because it gets even better there. While the EQS is a car, it is also a supercomputer because the MBUX system has 24 GB of RAM and an 8-core CPU. Along with that, there are 350 sensors which help it to use AI to make your drive that much more comfortable. And then it's got a state-of-the-art 15-speaker 710-watt Burmester sound system which has amazing audio quality. These days, AQI levels are very poor in Mumbai. Thankfully, the EQS gets a HEPA filter, which ensures that the air inside is absolutely clean, devoid of dust, odor, and pollution. The interior is actually a tech fest here because it gets this massive screen known as the Hyper screen, which is 56 inch in terms of size, which stretches the entire length of the dashboard. It is just amazing in terms of quality of the display and very easy to use as well because it gets something known as the one layer concept, which means that in order to access data, you do not have to get into sub-menus. And it also gets voice commands with Hey Mercedes supporting 27 languages. It also gets natural language understanding. Amazing. Anyways, enough of the gyan, let's reach our final destination. So finally I'm in Goa. Actually I entered Goa long back, but right now I'm in the capital of Goa, which is Panjim, and right behind is the famous Panjim bridge, better known as the Atal Setu. The thing is, at the start of the journey I had a lot of anxiety thinking whether this car will make it or not. But this is my first time taking an electric car from one state to another. The EQS really surprises you by going the distance. I'm not tired at all. It has been a long day, but this car is very comfortable, very luxurious, full of tech, and obviously very safe too, but that's something you expect from a Mercedes-Benz car. However, what I did not expect is the battery to perform so well. In fact, I was driving spiritedly and then the air conditioning was on for 70% of the journey on full blast, and yet I'm here with 10% battery remaining, which is equivalent to 79 kilometers. So right now I'm going to hit a party and then check into a hotel, relax, and tomorrow morning I'm going to charge this car from 10 to 80% in just 2.5 hours using a 50 kilowatt DC fast charger, and then head back to Mumbai on one charge again. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. That's the like button, and also subscribe to the channel. Bye bye.